Doing a scenario where every continent went to war. Now, I kind of said last episode it could be tonight, and well, it was. So, without further mucking about, let's begin. So, straight off the bat, the Americans go towards the South Americans, who have absolutely no defense compared to them, or army for that matter. And even countries like Brazil and the Amazon rainforest get rolled over because America. The Europeans kind of push into this part of Russia because there's literally nothing there. They kind of claim it, and no one really goes against that. And so, yeah, normal Russia's already big again. How? Now that makes the Asian continent look a whole lot weaker. But anyway, back down in South Africa, they've already capitulated mostly because, Europeans also push down into Northern Africa. So do the Asians. And they kind of just make a race to who can get further, in which the Europeans very clearly win here. So yeah, Europeans already look strong. Again, ignore the background of my sister. The Europeans and Americans now kind of just make an agreement, don't attack each other ever. So the Americans have to go over here and start capturing over here, and that they do. And the Europeans capture Mongolia. Can't really push into China that much, but they capture Japan and the Koreans. They push back over here and capture Iran. And then they use a strong navy to encircle these troops over here and countries, and they just kind of surrender. India is really hard to push through, like China, although they've made quite a few gains. And if you don't know, Delhi is right there. Okay, you can't really draw a straight line here, but yeah, it's in the middle, basically. And they kind of push up quite a bit and capture some of these Asian islands. And the Europeans eventually break the lines of China and push through. Which leads to another front on India, and the Indians could not deal with that, and they kind of die, and the rest of here is done. Now, let me just check how long this has been, because if it hasn't been long enough, I'll keep going. Okay, it hasn't been long enough. I'm trying to make longer videos now, so we're going to make the Americans fight the Europeans here. They both have a lot of preparation time, which kind of helps the Europeans quite a bit, but yeah. After a long amount of time, the Europeans start an invasion of Indonesia, which obviously sets off the Americans. But before they can do anything, most of over here is captured, because long time to go from here to there. Big sea. Big sea. So yeah, it's now mainly just over here, although they sneak some troops over here without the Americans knowing. Keep it out of their radius if you look. That's where they can mostly see. And so, and then they start rushing over here. So as you can tell, they've been detected by the area which they can see. And so they start a massive defensive here. And then that's detected. And it's way too late for the thingies, as they start a defensive up here, which leads to all this getting captured, including Brasilia, which, as we know, is kind of important. They start a detection over here and make this and capture California, which could be a country on its own, to be honest. It's not good. And the Americans are absolutely terrified at this point, because I know they're strong and all, but like, two-front war, literally everything except for the Americas against them. That seems a bit overdone. Also, Arctic just gets claimed and no one cares. And they keep pushing on now that America is distracted, and they make it into North America. In fact, they already had, because they're Trinidad and Tobago, which is right off the coast of South Africa, but not South Africa, it's South America, but it's still considered North American, so yeah. Anyway, they make a good march, and they capture Cuba, which the Americans don't really care. In fact, they're kind of celebrating that. At least something good, they thought. And then the Europeans make another landing up in Alaska, which leads to a border with Canada. The Europeans push down into the middle of Central America, capturing it all. And the Americans and Canadians, what's it called? Icelandics? Irish? I don't know. Kind of like, and Danish. Can't all know they're screwed, but they don't surrender because why not? I mean, actually, wait. I'm gonna say that the Danish surrender, which leads to the Icelandic. I'm gonna say gets surrendered, and not surrendered, surrounded, and a few of these Canadian islands get captured. They start marching from the north down south. Not quite capturing Ottawa though. And at this point, it's the first time that I'm actually going to zoom in. Oh, Jesus, I forgot to change the colouring size. And that-ish is where Ottawa is. And I'm pretty sure that's around... could be better, and I know if there's any Americans, are going to get mad. So, Irish? No, not right. So be a minute, sorry. There. I'm going to say there. That's the American capital, which you know what that means, right? German army starts singing America again, and the other Europeans start looking at Germany like, are we on the right team? Too late for that. And most of America's captured, just tiny bit in Michigan. That isn't. I say tiny, it could be a country in its own. But yeah, again, fully captured now. And Ottawa gets captured. And that's the end of the war. Now, let's see. How long has that... Wait, let me just try to drag on this video for as long as possible, because I don't want to have a 3-minute video for everyone. I want them to actually be here for at least a minute, for a good minute or two. Okay, 8 minutes, right. See you guys. I probably won't post tonight again, but I might. Never know.